Hi, I'm glad you're here today. This is a full body Pilates class focused on connecting to your movement and slowing things down. Take this at your own pace, and we don't have to rush anything. Just go with what feels comfortable. Let's start by placing both feet on the mat, laying ourselves down on the mat, placing our hand over our abdominals. Imagine that there is a marble in between your belly button. I want you to roll that marble down towards your pelvis and bring it back to center and roll that marble up towards your ribs and back to center. Take that marble, roll it to the left, back to the middle, and roll it to the right. Bring it back to center. Take that marble and make 3 circles going in a clockwise manner. We're just waking up our abdominals here. And let's switch directions. I want you to place your hands by your side, lift your left leg up and bring it back down. And let's lift that right leg up and bring it back down. This is marching. We're going to do 8 on each side. Try to keep the hips still and the core engaged. Just really focusing on that hip and thigh socket. 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. I want you to bring both legs up to a tabletop position. If for some reason that feels uncomfortable and it's putting too much pressure on your lower back, feel free to keep your feet placed on the mat. I want you to interlace your hands behind your head. Don't push on your head going forward, just more of a cradle. I want you to tilt your chin to your chest and come up into an abdominal curl and lower. Let's do 8. Think of your ribs hugging and that you have like a tight pair of zipped up jeans, not where you're holding your breath, but just to really envision your core being engaged. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking that left foot, let's tap it down towards the mat and bring it back up to center. And let's do the right. We're going to come into our single leg toe taps. Let's do 8. So 7. As we're doing this, we are breathing and our core is strong. Hips are still. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping those legs up at the top. I want you to extend that left leg out, bringing your right leg out, bringing your left. Let's try that again. Extend your left leg out, bringing your left elbow to your right knee. And switch to the opposite side. Let's do 8. Breathing, staying in that curl. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Hug both legs in. Extend both legs and arms out above the head. Circle those arms around and come back in to hug the leg for double leg stretch. Let's do 8. Again, your core is supporting this movement. We're not lifting from the lower back. Our core is really firing up to support the movement. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rock it out a little bit, hug the legs. Bring those knees to the mat and let's just side to side. Bend the knees, just to release that back a little bit. Bring the arms and the legs, bring the legs to tabletop, bring the arms above the head, fingers facing the ceiling. I want you to bring the left arm back and bring it back up. Bring that right arm back behind your head and bring it back up. Let's do 4, just the arms. Rest of our body is still. We're breathing. 2 more. This time, as we take that right arm back, extend the left leg out as well for dead bugs and bring it back in. And let's take out the left arm and the right leg. Core is strong. In total, we're going to do 8. So let's do 7 more. Breathing on the lower. Exhale back, bringing it back to center. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rock those legs. Roll yourself up to a seated position. Keeping your feet flat on the mat, extend your arms out in front of you as if you're holding a present. We're going to work into a full roll up, but we're going to start with a progression to get us there. So make sure you're forward enough on your mat so that eventually when we need to roll back, you have space. Reaching those arms out. Inhale, carving out those abdominals, rolling back slowly vertebrae by vertebrae, as much as a pain-free range. And then pull yourself with those abdominals up, reaching forward. Let's do 4 like this. Inhale. Exhale to come back up to sitting on those sit bones. Inhale to roll ourselves back. Exhale to come up seated. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhale, carving out those abdominals. Using those abdominals to pull ourselves back up. Let's do 1 last one. And up. Let's come down 1 more time. This time, as we come back up, let's lift the arms up above the head. And come back, lowering back. Let's do 4 more this way. We're progressing slowly to work our way up to that full roll up. And reach up to the sky. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 1 more like this. Great. This time we're going to come into our full roll-up. So if for some reason the full roll-up is not comfortable or you're not ready for that, that's totally fine. Just continue to do the series that we just did. But if you want the challenge, roll yourself all the way down to the mat with control. Take the arms above the head. I want you to inhale, tilt your chin to your chest, bring those arms up, pull from your abdominals, not your lower back, reaching forward as if you're holding that present and reaching, extending to the toes. Come back up to seated, seated tall. We're going to do 6 of these. So we're going to slowly, with control, not thudding down to the mat, slowly reaching those arms. Inhale, tilt that chin to the chest, pull ourselves up, reaching forward, passing that present, and sitting back up tall. Let's do 2. Inhale and exhale. Come sitting up tall. 3. Don't rush this. And when you're pulling yourself up, do not use your momentum. Use those abdominals. Exhale, slowly. slowly, rolling back, reaching behind the head. Inhale, reaching forward. Let's do 2 more. This is really challenging for the abdominals, but it's also great for the spine as well. Even though we're not pulling from our backs, the movement with the control creates great mobility for the spine as well as strengthens the core. And last one, tilt that chin to your chest, reach forward, and great. Okay, reaching out forward, keeping your feet out in front of you, flex the feet, reaching out forward as if you're holding that present. Again, we're gonna do spine stretch forward. Reach forward and come up to sit tall. Let's do 2. We're gonna do 6 in total, okay? 3. Inhale to sit tall. Exhale to reach forward. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale to reach forward. Let's do 3. Remembering to breathe. 4. 5. And 6. I want you to reach your arms out to the side and rotate to the left. And I want you to bring that back to center and rotate your body to the right. Sorry, the opposite. Left and right. So bring it to the left here and back to center. We're going to do 5 more. Right, and back to center. Let's do 3. 4. Feel that nice spine rotation. 5. And last one, 6. This time we're going to rotate and we're going to bring the arms down as if you're cutting off that baby toe with your pinky finger and pulse twice for our saws. Back to center. Let's rotate it to the right. Come, bring that pinky finger down to pulse, hitting that pinky toe, opposite side, pulse, pulse, back to center. Think of when you come down, you're rotating that arm to have your pinky finger facing the ceiling. Pulse, pulse, back to center. Let's do 3 more. Pulse, 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 pulse. 2 more. Pulse, 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 pulse. Let's do one last one on each side. Pulse, pulse, and pulse, pulse. Great. Okay, let's come on to our sides. Let's do a little side series here. Option to come onto your arm propped up in this position, or to come all the way down onto our stomachs in this position. I am going to come onto my forearm, extending both legs out, point the toes, using the opposite arm as support. And I want you to lift the leg to the ceiling and lower. We're going to do 8. I also want you to think of your hips staying squared off in front, your core engaged. So again, think of that tight pair of jeans zipped up without holding our breath. The ribs are hugging. This is the position we want for our abdominals so that we're also having some great core strength for this movement. So let's do 2, 3, breathing 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Keeping that foot hovering, flex the foot forward, and I want you to kick forward with your foot flexed twice, point that toe and draw it behind, all while keeping their hips square for this and your core engaged. Let's do 8. So let's do 2, 3, 4, breathing, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. Keeping that foot parallel. Let's make some mini circles going forward for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch directions going the opposite way for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's make those circles big, going for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch directions going for 8. Breathing 7, 6, 5. Those legs are really firing up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're almost done, not quite. Taking that leg, let's bring it in front. Reaching that leg over, bringing it to the back to make a rainbow with that leg. So let's do forward. We're going to do 8. So let's do 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Bring that leg in, flex the foot, and push it out as if you're pushing the wall away. Let's do 8 like this. 7. Again, thinking of that core staying engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend both legs in, keeping your toes aligned with your spine. So not too far forward, not too far back. Hips are staying square. Keeping the toes together, opening and closing the leg. Let's do 8, 7, breathing 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is our last exercise on this side. Place your foot on the mat in the back. Bring that leg forward, extending it out, pointing the toe. Let's lower and lift that leg, that bottom leg, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out. I got to do our other side now. So let's come on to our opposite side. Extending those legs out. Again, option to be on your forearm or laying down on your side. Opposite arm in front, or if you want more of a progression and a challenge, you can also take the arm behind the head. I'm going to keep it in front here as support. Pointing the toes, let's lower and lift the leg for 8, 7, 6, thinking of that core staying engaged, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that foot hovering, flex that top foot, keeping the hips square, kick, pulse twice in front, point that toe, draw it behind. Let's do 8. Again, I don't mind at all if the movement is just very so slightly forward and behind. I rather us focus on the control and the form of keeping those hips square. We don't want to rock, right? So we don't want to come forward and we don't want to come back. We just want to stay with that control. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping that foot hovering. Let's do mini circles going forward for 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch directions going the opposite way for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's make those circles big for 8, 7. The glutes are firing up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch directions going the opposite way for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one with that big circle. Whoo! Bring that leg in front. Make that big rainbow circle to bring that leg behind for 8. Breathing 7. Core engage 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Flex that foot, pulling that leg in and pushing that wall away for 8. Keeping the hips as square as possible. I have to remind myself too. It's so easy to lean forward or back. The challenge is in that control. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend those knees. Toes touching, feet are aligned with the spine. Let's open and close the legs for 8, 7. It's getting challenging. 6, 5, 4. Breathing 3, 2, and last one. 1. Bring that foot behind down to the mat. Extend that bottom leg out. Let's lower and lift the leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lots of burn there. Okay, let's hug the legs in for a second. Take those legs and just let's bring them side to side. I've done a lot of great leg and core work. I want you to come onto your side, bringing your arms out in front of you. I want you to inhale and reach that arm up and over to the opposite side of the room. Exhale to bring those palms back together. Let's do 4 like that. So 2. Inhale to reach, opening the chest. Exhale to come back in. Let's do 3. And bringing it back in. 4. Keeping that arm open, let's do some big windmills 4 times. Going all the way around. Feels so nice. 2, 3, and 4. I want you to switch directions going the opposite way for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch sides. Come on to the opposite side. Laying down, bringing the arms out in front of you. Inhale to reach that arm up and over. Exhale to bring it back in. Inhale to reach that arm up and over. And exhale to bring it back in. 2 more. Feeling that nice chest opening. Last one. Take those arms and let's make 3 big windmill circles with them. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we said 4, so let's do 4 we did 4 on the other side. One last one going this direction, 4. And let's switch directions for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming onto our sides. Use your forearm to support you. Keep your legs bent. Your feet are in line with your spine. I want you to reach up to a side plank and lower back down. We're going to do this 4 times. Reaching up, pulling those hips, arms to the ceiling, arm to the ceiling, and lower back down. 3. Last one, 4. Stay up. I want you to take that arm and I want you to thread it like a needle through to the opposite side of the room, your gaze following that hand. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down to the mat. Pull our hips up again, up off the floor. Let's pulse it out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower. Let's switch into the opposite side. Again, let's align the toes with the spine and the tailbone. Our forearm is on the mat. If you really want to challenge yourself, you absolutely can come into a full plank onto your wrists. It will be more of a challenge. It's just whatever you would like. So I'm going to choose to stay on my forearm today. I'm going to reach up and I'm going to lower back down to the floor. Think of when you're reaching up, that arm is tall, those hips are raised up off the floor, feeling that core engaged. Let's do 2 more. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower back down. Last one, reaching up, staying up there. And I want you to thread that arm through to the opposite side, staying in that side plank. Let's do 2. Keeping those hips raised up off the floor. 3, 2, and 1. I think I lost count a little bit there, but that's okay. Okay, I want you to take that arm back up, pull those hips up away from the floor, and let's pulse it out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay up. Let's hold it in this position for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Let's lay on our backs, hugging those legs, rocking side to side. Extend one leg out, pulling the back of your right thigh for the hamstring stretch. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Grab the top of the knee, pulling that leg to the right side for the nice abductor stretch. That definitely feels nice after all that leg work that we did today. Bring that knee to the opposite side, to our left side, for that nice adductor stretch, taking your arm out behind you and looking in the opposite direction while you slightly, gently push your knee down for that nice stretch. Inhale and exhale. Coming back to our backs, bend the left leg, take the right ankle on top of the thigh, pulling that thigh in for the nice piriformis stretch. Deep breath in And exhale. Let's switch legs. Pulling that left leg in, pulling the back of our thigh or your knee. I'm going to do the back of my thigh. Pulling that leg in. A nice hamstring stretch. Taking the outside, the top of our knee, taking that knee to the outside for that nice abductor stretch. That feels very nice. Bringing it to the opposite side, extending that arm out, twisting, looking in the direction of your arm, gently pressing down on your knee. Breath in and exhale. Coming back to our backs, bending that right knee, placing your left ankle on top of your thigh, pulling that right thigh in for a nice piriformis stretch. Inhale. And exhale. Hugging your knees, rolling yourself up to a seated position. Taking that left leg in front, that opposite leg behind. Placing your left hand on the mat. Reaching that right arm over for that nice side mermaid stretch. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Going back to center, let's switch legs, taking that opposite leg in front and the opposite leg behind. Hand is down on the mat. Reach up and over into that nice side mermaid stretch. Breathe into that. And exhale. Bringing your legs back to cross. Take a second, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, thanking your body for the time that you've taken, reaching the arms up above the head. Exhale, bringing them back to your chest. And you are done. I hope you have had a nice opportunity to reset yourself for the day. Thank you very much for being here.